So, Ms. Thompson, Burnaby South residents have been very concerned about the rapidly increasing housing prices. What's your stance on the issue?
Well, I ran for school trustee in 2018 to curb the rising amount of children questioning their gender identities. I think the most important issue facing education today is that parents are highly alarmed that their children are being taught gender-fluid ideologies. It has no place in our schools. Soji is the liberal monster shackling our children to big pharma and playing right into the hands of the trans agenda. Now, as for the other issues regarding education, just hire more teachers. Problem solved. Now, some of you may be swift to call me a homophobe, but may I assure you, I have gay friends. I don't think I'm afraid of gay people. I don't know why I was so against my policies on immigration. I was born in Uganda, East Africa, and I was the only white girl in my class. I know what it's like to be the minority. And that's why I understand why it's so important to keep the minorities out. After all, one of Trudeau's Syrians even killed a girl, and one of them even dared to throw coffee at me. The CBC was there and didn't even talk about me? Fuck! You know what I'm sick and tired of? These liberal mongrels force-feeding us this false information about climate change. How can the climate be warming if it's so cold out? You know what we need at a time like this? Oil! Wouldn't it be great if we harvested all that untapped wealth from our country and turned it into profit? After all, climate change is a big conspiracy perpetrated by the Liberals to try and get Canada's proud citizens to hand over their money to the trans agenda. The only trans I'm for is the Trans-Canada Pipeline. If you still don't agree with me, you must be a heathen. You're rolling now. Okay. Alright. It doesn't... Fuck me. Okay. Can we just separate this? I ran for school trustee in 2018. I think the most important issue facing our schools right now is the fact that adults are high. After all, one of Trudeau's Syrians even killed a man. It's a girl. You know what I'm sick and tired of? These liberal mongrels force-feeding us this false information about climate change. How can the climate be warming if it's so cold out? You know what we need at a time like this? Oil!